Have you ever wondered what secrets lie beneath the surface of an island? What if I told you there are underground tunnels in Malta, some of which have never been fully mapped, and others that even the government refuses to acknowledge? What are they hiding beneath this tiny Mediterranean island? The mystery begins with Malta's prehistory. The island is home to some of the oldest megalithic structures in the world, older than the pyramids of Egypt and Stonehenge. Temples like Hypogeum and Manasdra date back to around 3600 BCE. But beneath these ancient ruins, there are whispers of something even older, a vast network of subterranean tunnels. Some claim these tunnels are natural, others believe they were carved with intention, purposeful, mysterious, and ancient beyond understanding. One of the most puzzling discoveries came in 1902. During construction in the town of Paola, workers accidentally uncovered a massive underground complex, now known as the Hal Saflieni Hypogeum. At first glance, it appeared to be a large burial site, but the deeper archaeologists explored, the more bizarre it became. The Hypogeum consists of 3 levels, cut entirely from solid limestone. It includes chambers, altars, spiral staircases, and even a room known as the Oracle Chamber, which produces incredible acoustic effects. A male voice speaking from the Oracle Room resonates across the complex with an unnatural echo. Was this by accident, or was it designed with sound in mind, thousands of years ago? But the Hypogeum's most disturbing story comes from the early 20th century. According to old reports and oral legends, a group of schoolchildren once went missing after being allowed to explore the lower chambers. The story goes that they never returned. Some versions claim their cries for help could be heard from above, but search teams failed to locate them. Eventually, the authorities sealed off the lower levels. To this day, the deepest chambers remain inaccessible to the public. The Maltese government has officially denied the incident, but locals continue to whisper about the missing children of the Hypogeum. The mystery deepens when you consider Malta's strategic military history. During World War II, Malta played a vital role as a British stronghold in the Mediterranean. To protect the population from air raids, thousands of bomb shelters were dug deep into the rock, creating a second city beneath the surface. But here's where it gets strange. Many of these shelters connected to older tunnels, ones that predated the war by centuries or more. Even military personnel reportedly stumbled into areas that seemed unrelated to wartime construction, passages that led nowhere, chambers filled with strange symbols, and tunnels that had been deliberately sealed off. One British officer, whose journal was uncovered years later, described entering a tunnel that descended at a steep angle, the air turning cold and foul, and then finding steps that appeared to spiral endlessly downwards into the dark. He was ordered to abandon the exploration. Why? Was it just too dangerous? Or did he discover something the military didn't want the public to know? Some researchers believe the tunnels of Malta form an interconnected labyrinth, not just a coincidence of cave systems, but a purposeful underground network created by an advanced ancient civilization. There are theories suggesting the existence of ley lines, these invisible energy paths crisscrossing the Earth. According to this idea, Malta sits on a powerful energy node, and the underground tunnels were constructed to harness, protect, or even control this energy. Others point to the reptilian theory, that deep underground intelligent non-human beings have existed for millennia, and that the tunnels under Malta are part of a global network used by these ancient beings. It sounds like science fiction, but similar myths exist across cultures. In Native American legends, the ant people lived underground. In India, the Nagas were serpent-like beings said to reside in subterranean realms. So, why not Malta? Of course, the official explanation is more grounded. Most archaeologists believe the tunnels were created by early inhabitants for shelter, storage, and religious rituals. But they cannot explain the scale, the acoustics, or the stories that continue to emerge, decade after decade. Tourists are only shown a fraction of the Hypogeum. Much of it remains closed, hidden. Attempts to map all of Malta's underground passages have failed. Collapsed tunnels, restricted military zones, and private property make comprehensive exploration almost impossible. Some independent researchers have tried to sneak into restricted areas. A few have returned with photographs of ancient carvings, unnatural lightless corridors, and stone doors that lead to nowhere. Others have simply disappeared from public view, never continuing their research publicly. Coincidence? Or something more sinister? Despite repeated calls for transparency, the Maltese authorities continue to downplay the significance of the underground structures, and the lower levels of the Hypogeum remain sealed to this day. So we are left with more questions than answers. Who built the tunnels? Why do they reach such depths? Why are some areas permanently sealed off? And most importantly, what is being kept from the public? Are we looking at a forgotten chapter of human history, or is it something even older, something not human at all? One thing is certain. Beneath the sunny scenic surface of Malta, a dark mystery is buried in stone, and it refuses to be forgotten. This has been Old Topic, and remember, some truths are buried for a reason.